everyone. This is the first live chat we're doing, so yeah, getting the solar installed today, and we're quite happy about that, obviously. The biggest thing today is when Simon come, as you all seen, I made the homemade ripper, and I could only get 300 deep, but Simon hired this absolute beast of a machine, and the lesson we've learnt this morning is there's a right tool for the job, and what I'd done obviously wasn't the right tool for the job. Now, Simon's got to here, he's done this in probably an hour, he's probably got another hour to go, but the awesome thing is with this is, we're getting older, we're not using our knees and our backs, so yeah, the longevity of the day, because we haven't had to do this manual labour, it just means we can physically, when we start working, do a little bit more work throughout the day. Now, mistakes were made. There was a poly tube through here. Obviously, I didn't install it, so I didn't know where it was, and Simon didn't know where it was. But with that steel chain, as he went through that 25mm poly tube, like a razor blade. So we just had a little bit of water in there, not a lot. It's probably only 10mm, and in this sun, that's going to dry out real fast. So that's not going to be a problem for us at all. Yeah, so yeah, that's where we're at, an hour in so far. So any questions, any queries? I imagine at lunchtime, Simon and I will be sitting over there and he'll be taking all your questions. So yeah, great opportunity, guys. He's the owner of the business. Yeah, and all the technical specs, which a lot of other people may not know. But yeah, so here we are. The live stream delayed a little bit because Simon brought over his daughter and they wanted to take in the sights of Tassie as well. So yeah, they've been doing that. But finally here, awesome. Me and Lisa are very happy because tomorrow probably Simon will turn off the meter and turn on the cabinet, and then we are off grid. So yeah, that was one of our goals, and it'll be good to be there because with us and our homesteading and our journey, we want to be off grid, and we want to be off grid because I want to take responsibility for our life. I've got a few, skills and a bit of knowledge here and there, and I think I'll be able to manage it. Now, I'm going to have to clean the panels from time to time for efficiency, but before Simon goes, I've got a lot of questions for him, and I'll be asking if there's what to look for, what wears out, what the error codes are, any weaknesses in the system. And so don't tell Simon this, but and I'll probably buy the spares, if any, so that if anything did go wrong, at least then in Tassie I've got the materials where I can do a quick, I'll have to get a licensed electrician. I'll get an A-grade electrician to do the changeover for us, and that'll keep us running. But look at this ripper go, yeah, and that's gone 600 deep. Australia code says we need 600 deep, and that's actually give us our 600 real quick. And the reason we're doing this is from the cabinet, the conduit, we got to bury all the conduit, and through the conduit we put the orange circ, the cable, and then Simon will attach that to the meter, and he'll take care of all the meter business we got to do, and that's why he's an electrician. All right, and yeah, so that's where we're at now. Simon's halfway, he's turning around, he's going to go over the concrete pad we prepared earlier, and he's going to meet in the middle. And yeah, after that, then it's just a matter of, we'll be going up on the roof up there. He's got all the aluminium channel on the back of his flatbed there. I haven't done it before, obviously Simon has, but we'll just lay the rails. Some of the panels are getting standard up on an angle, and some of them are going to be positioned flat, and Simon says that's best for capturing the sun. And you can see the sun over there, and it travels this way. And if you look at our carport roof, we're also going to go to as we're looking, the left-hand side of the carport, because that's going to get more exposure to the sun, giving us more electricity in the house. And also we've got the battery unit, which Simon can talk about later. But it's just more efficient having it over there. So when we're not using the electricity, our battery's getting charged. Oh, and that was bad. I'm actually Simon's TA. He's had to get off his machine because I was getting distracted and I was talking. All right, so yeah. And the only other thing is there'll be plenty of time lapsing. Simon and Lisa will have to edit it all at another stage. But the main thing is probably after lunch, Simon will have a smoko. So if you're watching this live stream, and especially from our page, Homesteading in Tasmania, jump online, because Simon's here. Take advantage of his knowledge. All your questions, queries, prices. Now, obviously, prices, excuse me, he may not want to give them out online, but he can obviously get your contact details, or we can put you in contact with his company, DCI Industries Solar. You can Google them. And, all right, I'm going to have a bit of a break from talking. I better get back to being the TA. Enjoy. Sorry, I made a homemade ripper at work, and I attached that to the tractor, and I've done the best I could do with it, but it was inadequate. And as soon as Simon's come over, he's had a look, and I only went 300 deep. He, in a kind way, said, oh no, look, that's not sufficient, we'll hire a ripper or a digger. So Simon's turned up now Monday morning, obviously, and he hired from Coates Hire this little dingo digger with the chain attachment, the trencher, and it's absolutely destroying it. He's been going just over an hour this morning, and he's probably 2/3 of the way now, so he hasn't got a lot to go. And it just makes me think about what I done with my homemade attachment, and I spent probably 3 hours and only got half of his depth. So it just goes to show, the right tool for the job, guys. Yeah, and we hired this for $400 for the day. Now, when you're doing a trench only, it's still good value, but it's not the best value. But if we had to dig some footings as well, it comes with the 300mm rotary auger. There's a 200mm auger, and it's also got a bucket. So for $400, and you're getting all those attachments, and you're getting this digger, very good money. So yeah, I'm happy he's done this, and we're to code now. We're compliant. It's 600 deep. We've got to put the conduit in it. Then we'll put the circ cable in it. Simon, he'll do all the tap off into the house meter board. Behind us, we've got the concrete pad already prepared on his truck. He's got the cabinet. He wires that off-site before he comes down. So the inverters and the batteries and all the controls, that's already done. And then the only other thing, we've just got to get up on the roof there. And he's got 12 solar panels on the back of his truck. That's all we need for this job. And it looks as if the plan today is we're going to run all the cabling today. We're going to have the solar panels on the roof. We're going to have the control cabinet on the concrete slab. And then tomorrow, Simon will make it all live for us. And then that's a very big step in our off-gridding journey, because we want to be off-grid. We want to be self-sufficient. I don't like being reliant on anyone, and especially the grid. And the grid, in my opinion, seems to be getting a little bit more unreliable, especially in the high times of summer when everyone's running their air conditioning. It seems to be letting them down quite a bit. So yeah, this way when it's off grid, I'll take responsibility for it. So yeah, one of the things I will be doing before Simon leaves, I'll be having a whole lot of questions. I'll be getting my head into the game, and I'll be understanding the unit as best I can. So like if there is any fuses, where the fuses go, if a common problem is overheating, maybe I have a spare fan on site or something, or maybe if there's too much production of electricity and there's an overload. Now I made that up, I don't know, but I'll be having a real good chat to him probably over lunch, and I'll be getting all my questions and my concerns answered, and maybe looking at purchasing some other stuff, the stuff that wears out quick, or the stuff which is maybe isn't the most reliable, and getting that on site, because Simon's based on the border of New South Wales and Melbourne, and with shipping and time delays and just how hard it is to get things to Tassie, especially where we are, I might look at having a few little supplies here, because that just means that the self-sufficiency side of it, when something does go wrong, I'll be in a position when I've probably made a phone call, worked out what it is, maybe spoke to Simon with a multimeter or something, and then hopefully, my contingency plan is, because we have a lot of redundancies here. We have multiple water tanks here. We have multiple transfer pumps here, multiple chainsaws here. I like to just have things on site. When we moved over, we didn't, and I got caught out quite a bit, obviously, and I was forever running to buy irrigation fittings and the like. But now I've got a really good supply of irrigation fittings here, and they're getting more and more self-sufficient. And one other thing, as we were trenching this morning, so I didn't put it in, and I didn't know it was here. As Simon was trenching, he's cut through our poly tube, and the poly tube brings water from the upper tank and supplies it to the house. And when we went through that, the self-sufficiency side of things, because I knew that I put a shut-off cock up there, I just ran up there and shut it off. So we would have only lost 150 litres, which is nothing, out of a 5,000 litre tank. And that trench, a little bit of water got in there, has now been dried in the heat, so that's great. But coming back to the self-sufficiency, I've got plenty of poly tube on site, and I've got plenty of fittings. So I've asked Simon, he'll just trench that little bit for me. We'll dig down 200 mil, and I'll do my connection. No harm, no foul. We mistakenly hit a poly tube, and we've got everything on site to fix it, so that's not a problem. Now, if that was relying on the grid, we would have to call Taswater. Would have taken them a while to come here, and it would have been a big expense because we didn't dial before we dig, whatever, and probably need a permit to do this, because it's my block and it's my irrigation and I take responsibility for it. We'll just repair that, and that's not a problem, which is actually what I like. And the other day we had the cows chew off a tap, and as they chewed off the tap, it actually drained a tank. I had a transfer pump. I pumped it to the storage, and we sent it up the street. All right. But anyway, getting back into it, Simon from DCI Industries. We're installing today our off-grid solar system, and lunchtime we'll be having a sit down. We'll be doing a live. So if there's any questions about solar, he's the man, and hopefully you can interact with him then. All right, talk soon, guys. It really makes me happy seeing this, because as I said, I've done some contracting work in Tassie. Was actually helping a solar company install on the roof. So I haven't seen this exact system, but pretty much you put a rail down, screw that into the truss of the roof, and then there's some brackets, and that's all aluminium channel. It's all preformed, and there's a lot of brackets, and you just use an Allen key or a shifter. So I know when we get up onto the roof, the frame's not going to take us that long to do. And when I say it's not going to take us that long, I'm guessing that'll probably be around 2 hours. So 2 hours of roof work. Then when we get the cabinet onto the pad, I know Simon's done a lot of it in his factory. So a bit of heave-ho, a bit of knee and back work. Simon and I will get that onto the pad. Then we just got to run the conduit. And now this trench is in. I'll just join up all the TPS. I'll join up all the conduit. Simon will feed the cert through, and then he's really just got to attach it to the main. So, yeah, as far as the install goes, now I just checked the time. It's taken us an hour to get to here, and Simon's probably only got 3 more metres to go. So, an hour and 15 to get the trench in. This morning, I actually done the other side, which the camera can't show you. I done the other side. So, yeah. Pretty soon, we'll say an hour and a half tops, we'll have our conduit in, we'll have the cable run, another hour maximum after that, we'll have our cabinet in, and then a couple of hours on the work, on the roof with the solar panels, angling them, getting them right. That'll be, I suppose, 80% of the install done, so I'm looking forward to that. And as I mentioned earlier, when we do stop for a smoke go, we'll live stream it all again. So a great opportunity to speak to Simon and get any of your questions or your concerns answered. I love this machine. You should see how clean it is in here. It's just ripped right through it. The sides are very neat, which doesn't matter because we're going to backfill it all. but it just looks lovely. It's a really clean trench, and it's a really, 600 to code. It's just done the right tool for the job, guys. It's impressed me. I'm happy with it. A lot more efficient than what I tried doing. Yesterday in Tasmania, when I was backfilling the original trench I done with my tractor, and I unhitched it since then, it actually started to hail. So we had hail yesterday. Now, it's the middle of summer, obviously, because this is live. We know this is Monday morning. There was hail yesterday, which in the middle of summer I find is quite funny. But absolute cracker of a day today. You can see the blue skies, and we've got no wind. So when we do get up on the roof, that'll be handy because we'll be moving the bigger panels. If there was some wind, it makes us a bit unstable up there. But because we've got no wind and there's a bit of cloud cover, it's a perfect day for it. So couldn't be happy. And we're getting the perfect trench. So it's working well. So there you go, guys. From that pad to the flower bed is 21 metres. We've done 2 metres, 22 metres. So Simon's just ripped out 24 metres of 600 mil deep trench, and he's done that in just over an hour. So, and as I said before, the trench is the most labour intensive part of the job. So in a metre, of a linear metre, in under an hour and a half, actually, to be honest, in just over an hour, because we started at 10 and it's nearly 11. So just over an hour, we've got a 22 metre trench, 600 deep, and this is the most physically demanding part of the job. So, right, that's it. So Simon's going to finish up this now. He'll need a water. We'll be back soon. Questions, queries, get them ready for Simon. Talk soon, guys.